It has been less than a week since the school shooting in Connecticut. The shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary has many parents wondering how much should they tell their children and what should they be telling them. Psychologist Frank joins us this morning. He has some advice for families who are dealing with this, even so far away as Northeast Wisconsin, that we are from Connecticut. Our kids have questions and parents are dealing with the emotions of it all. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. It's good to be here.
So let's talk about the candles that you have lit here.
Sure. We're just coming off the Festival of Lights in the Jewish tradition and in the Christian tradition, coming up to the celebration of Jesus being the light of the world. Light always overcomes darkness, and this is just a symbol here of 26 candles, something that you can use to talk to kids and also give them a representation about how light can really overcome the darkness, whether it be in this event in Connecticut or other areas of their life.
Now, if I did that, my kids would have even more questions, I think. So this, I'm assuming, wouldn't be appropriate for everyone, but it might be a way to provide some comfort for your children, your family.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. So Doctor has put together a list of suggestions, some advice that we can use to cope through this tragedy with our families. And we begin by just the obvious: reassure your own children that they're safe. How do you do that? That's
right. Well, we had a parent meeting last night in Appleton, and there were two issues that came up, and one was that the parents really wanted to know, what is the safety plan at the school? And I thought that was a great idea, and I thought the administrators responded wonderfully to that. The second thing is that they wanted to know, what do we tell our kids? And so you let them know that they are safe, and mommy and daddy are still here for you, and also that teachers are safe as well.
You say make time to talk.
Absolutely. Don't think that just because the kid isn't talking or isn't saying anything, they aren't hearing things. So it's okay to ask them, have you heard anything? How did your day go? Tell me something good that happened during the day.
The next one, keep your explanations developmentally appropriate. Do you mean like depending on the age of the child?
That's correct. You certainly don't want to go into lengthy descriptions with a 4 or 5-year-old. Just respond to their questions. And keep it simple and use words that they understand.
I've been trying to gauge with my own children, how are they taking this? Do they even know? How much do they know? What are some signs to look for?
Well, if you see a change in behavior in your kid, that's the most important thing. So if you've seen them be very boisterous and outgoing and playful and loving, and all of a sudden they're withdrawn because they've heard something, that change in the behavior should really be an indicator that something's up.
Limit television viewing. I know that's going to be hard for a lot of people, but what I think you mean is don't watch the coverage of it nonstop.
That's exactly right. Some people just have the TV on as background noise, and if they're watching a news channel, especially 4 or 5-year-olds, younger kids, they will think that there's a shooting occurring every 10 minutes. So it's best to shut that off because they don't have that sense of permanency. They don't have that sense that this just happened one time and they're repeating the story.
And they don't necessarily know how to process that information. They don't know how far away it was. They don't know what happened after. So they're just hearing that little snippet.
That's correct.
And then making up a story around it themselves.
That's correct.
All right. And finally, maintain a normal routine.
That's right. Normalcy is really important to kids. Structure is very important. And do as best as you can to maintain that. They're doing that in the schools, and so we can do that in the homes.
Have you been finding people asking you questions about this?
Many.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be for a while, especially now that it's during the holidays. Dr. Frank, thank you so much for coming by and sharing some of this great advice with our viewers. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It is time now